Obviously, there are a ton of fascinating aircraft here at the National Museum of the United States Air Force at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio. But a couple of them that I've never taken a look at before that are not just interesting, but they're actually kind of bizarre are these two. Now, first of all, let's look at the Canadian Avro. This is called the Avro V79A. Now, if you ever wondered where stories about flying saucers came from in the 1960s, kind of during that bizarre 1950s, 1960s UFO flap, where people just seem to be seeing flying saucers all over the place, well, this may have been one of the aircraft that kind of contributed to the lore surrounding UFOs, only the V79A was a real testbed aircraft. And it's really weird. It has this kind of ducted fan drive system on top and a couple canopies on the side. It's very futuristic. It's really cool looking. You know, another one that's parked right next to it is an aircraft that holds the distinction of the loudest aircraft in history. So loud that it was said to actually produce physical pain or physical discomfort. This is the XF-84H Thunder Screech. Quite a mouthful, the Thunder Screech. And it was designed to be a test bed for what was proposed to be a supersonic propeller-driven aircraft. And it was sort of an interesting idea. It was built on the, or it was based on the F-84 Thunderjet, but the problem with the Thunder Screech was that the thing was so incredibly loud, it could have never had any really useful operational life. Look at the propeller on this. Let's get a little closer to this so we can have a good look at it. That's one of the things that's great about this museum is you can really get close to these incredible artifacts. Look at that prop and that giant spinner. We'll walk around on the other side and have a look. But this is really a truly weird aircraft that was, quite frankly, a bit of a flop because, as I say, the darn thing was so loud if you were hanging around when it was flying, it actually made you sick or gave you a terrible headache or something like that. And that's just one of the many aircraft that are here on display. Geez, every place you look in here, every time you kind of turn a corner or look around, there's something more interesting that I've frankly never seen before. Look, do you remember the Parasite fighter program? I'm going to dash over here real quickly. The fighter airplane that was meant to be mounted underneath a B-36 Peacemaker. It was called the Goblin, and earned the nickname the Wobbly Goblin because apparently it was super difficult to fly. Well, they've got one here at the National Museum of the United States Air Force. It's tucked over in the corner here in the Flight Test and Development building. So just more to look at here than you can ever imagine, and every one of these incredible artifacts just holds a remarkable story. I can never get enough of this stuff. It's just too cool to be believed. Unbelievable.